In fact, you can see this lady who after delivery made sure that she actually reached the polling booth on time in order to cast her vote in Malleshwaram. In fact, that was just not one-off story which showed how people want to come out and vote. Now, a couple just got married, came straight from the marriage mandap to the polling booth in Hubli.
Congratulations for wedding.
Well, you can clearly hear people actually congratulating them on their marriage outside the polling booth. We're told that these people just after getting married or hitched right from the marriage mandap went to the polling booth, and this happened in Hubli.
Congratulations for wedding. Congratulations for wedding.
In fact, these were some voters who set a fine example. Now, on one side, you see on the left of your television screen a lady who gave birth, made sure that, and this happened today itself, this morning, made sure that she made it on time to the voting booth or the polling booth to cast her vote, and this happened in Malleshwaram. On the center of your television screen, you can see this couple just after getting married. They made sure that they actually reached the polling booth, and it happened in Hubli in order to cast their vote. And on the right of your television screen, we saw these things happening all over Bengaluru. Senior citizens, people who could not walk, people who required assistance, who came in on wheelchairs with walkers, they all made sure that they came to the polling booths with people helping them in order to cast their vote. Well, moving on, Palace Guttahalli witnessed this unusual occurrence of one photograph being repeated 3 times and 2 other photographs being repeated twice. This occurrence robbed Ms. Sushila of her franchise. Take a look.
Well, this is the Nammura Hiriya Prathamika Patashale. This is in Aramane Nagar, and here they point out, this is in Rajmahal Guttahalli, how certain persons' photographs have been repeated thrice. For example, you can see this photograph has been repeated 3 times. Once here, and once here. And you can see it is not, of course it is, there are certain photographs which have been repeated twice. For example, there's one photograph here which is repeated again here. So on the same page, one person repeated 3 times, and here again there's a double entry. Here you see this is yet another double entry. The one photograph repeated here and one photograph repeated here. So on one single sheet of paper, one photograph repeated 3 times, one photograph repeated twice. So on this list of additional list, there are so many entries. Now let's really speak to the man who's really informed us about it. Well, in this list, the names that you see are repeated. What have you done about it? ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ?
ಸರ್, ಹಲೋ ಸರ್, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇವರು ಸುಶೀಲಾ ಅಂತ, ಇವರು ವೋಟರ್. ಇವರು ವೋಟರ್ ಇವರು ವೋಟರ್ ಇವರು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸುಶೀಲಾ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವರಾಜನ್ ಅವ್ರ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದು ಫೋಟೋ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Okay, so what has happened is, in place of Sushila, this is Sushila's card. In place of her photograph, the photograph is of a certain Devraj. Now Sushila is here with us. Sushila avare ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಬಂದು ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮತ ಹಾಕಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮತ ಹಾಕಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ನೀವೇ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಗೂ ಇದು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತಿರ್ಗಾ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Okay, see, so she has gone through trauma at this place with a valid voter ID card. She comes here to cast her vote, and she has spent a great deal of time because they have not allowed her to vote. What really is the problem? We have another person who is trying to help Miss Sushila out.
ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದು ವೋಟರ್ ಐಡಿ ಎಪಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ವೋಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ವೋಟರ್ ಐಡಿ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಸುಶೀಲಾಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ದೇವರಾಜ್ ಅಂತ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ರಿಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾರು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಅನಿಲ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಯಾರೋ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳೋ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲೋಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಆಟಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ ವೋಟರ್ ಹಕ್ಕು ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವರು. ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಶ್ವರ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಾರ್ಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ 64 ಆರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫೋನ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫೋನ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
So this is the problem here at the Aramananagar. This is Palace Guthalli, and this is the problem here. A voter having to face this kind of a trauma, and you can see this list. How many voters are having to suffer? With camera person Raghu, this is Bansi for News9.
Well, in fact, it is alleged that Congress workers were distributing money to voters in Gadag at ward number 5. It is said that a sum of 200 rupees to 300 rupees was being distributed to voters in order to vote in favor of Congress candidate Salim Ahmed. Well, there you can see individuals distributing money to voters. We're told that they were distributing, say, about 200 rupees to 300 rupees to people if they would vote in favor of the Congress candidate Salim Ahmed. Now, a JDS leader has tried to lure voters with money in Anikal. The incident came to light in Bomasandra, where JDS leader Narayan Swamy was seen trying to distribute cash to voters. The leader was offering 500 rupees for one vote cast in favor of his party.
JDS. Vote for JDS. Vote for JDS. JDS. Vote for JDS. JDS. Vote for JDS. JDS.
In fact, that's the JDS leader over there, was trying to lure voters with money in Anikal. The incident came to light in Bomasandra, where JDS leader Narayan Swamy was seen trying to distribute cash to voters. The leader was offering 500 rupees for one vote cast in favor of his party.
JDS.
Meanwhile, tension gripped the valley town of Araku in Visakhapatnam district of Andhra Pradesh following a fierce clash between the police and Congress YSR CP activists today. Violence erupted after the vehicle of Union Minister Kishore Chandra Dev was attacked by Congress YSR CP combined, and the former was proceeding to Paderu to file his nomination papers. Kishore Chandra Dev, who played truant from the recent Samakhya Andhra agitation against the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, is a sitting MP from Araku constituency. Well, voting stopped at 6 this evening. Now, let's show you what's happening in Malleshwaram. In fact, the Election Commission officials have actually sealed all the EVMs. Now, last-minute voters were turned away. The rule is 7 to 6, and that's it. Now, thereafter, you can see Election Commission officials going about with their work of putting all the machines back in their boxes, that is the electronic voting machines, and sealing them. Now, this has been a huge exercise in Karnataka with thousands of polling booths spread across the state, some classified as normal, some as sensitive, and some even as highly sensitive, with not too many untoward incidents taking place in the city as well as in Karnataka. Here you can see electronic voting machines being sealed by Election Commission officials. In fact, you can see the Election Commission officials going about with, apart from sealing the electronic voting machines, also taking a last-minute count of how many voters came in between 5 and 6. In fact, now all these electronic voting machines will be sent to a strong room and will be open only on the day of counting.